We're here with the NFL playoff predictions. We've got everything from the wild card round, divisional conference championship. Griff, this is the best time of the year, my man. This is the best time of the year. Super wild card weekend. The NFL knew what they were doing with scheduling the Panthers and Rams in that nice little 1:30 window. Let's dive right into that one here. Probably going to be a layup for both of us.
Wild card weekend. I'm super excited. Cherish these games, chat. Cherish these games. You watching these games, you're sitting there in the second quarter like, man, this is so boring. Just think of those 6 months that we're not going to have football. Just think of those long and like, oh my gosh, we got to watch baseball. Oh my gosh, we got to watch basketball. I mean, it's going to be a long 6 months. It's going to be a long 6 months. Rams, Panthers rematch. Panthers beat them. Caden, before. Will they beat him again? What's the weather looking like in that game? Is it
68 and cloudy?
68 and cloudy. Love that. Absolutely love that. Panthers, if you're a Panthers fan, you would want it to be raining. You'd want it to be absolutely pouring. You would want some elements to help you out with Matthew Stafford and that offense. Give me the Rams here to win this game. I think it's going to be one of those games where the Rams blitz them early in like points wise, you know what I mean? And then the Panthers come back late, and it's like maybe the Panthers can come back and possibly get in this game. Maybe backdoor cover, because I believe the spread is about 10.5 right now. Maybe it dropped down to 10. But yeah, give me the Rams 28 to Panthers 17.
Hurts my soul to say this, but I fear that the Rams might open up a can of you know what on the Panthers, and this could get bad quickly. If Dave Canales doesn't let Bryce Young loose here, I'm going to be really upset. I'm hoping that Bryce Young can just go crazy here, but I think this Rams offense is truly that special. I think it's like this revenge spot where they lost earlier in the year. Everyone's thinking that the Panthers are going to come in here and keep it close. Vegas set this line high for a reason. I've got to go ahead and back that up. I think the Rams win this one 35-24. I think they win it by 11 points. They just squeak it out. To your point, maybe the Panthers get some points late, but this Rams team, Griff, I think they have their eyes on the Super Bowl. Outside of Seattle, I would say the Rams probably are in that tier A echelon with Seattle in terms of the two best teams in the NFC. This is a great matchup for them, almost like Oregon in the college football playoff, where it's like, hey, you get JMU, you don't get the first round bye, but you get JMU, then you move on to the second round. Same thing for the Rams here. Easy first round matchup against the Panthers. I hate to say it. They move on. Packers Bears Saturday night. Griff, this one has been impossible. I've been going back and forth so many times. These two teams split throughout the regular season. They are back in Soldier Field in Chicago. The weather is looking like a nice 32-degree cloudy day. It could be a lot colder. I feel like it's honestly kind of warm for a nice Chicago nighttime game. Who are your thoughts here?
Get the coins out. Get the coins out and flip. And this is a 50-50 game right here. In my opinion, I'm going to go with the Bears winning this game because they're at home. I think the loss of Myles Garrett, I think the loss of
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons is going to be, it's going to be big in this one. We're going to be in this fourth quarter, and the Bears are going to be making these plays with Caleb Williams, and the Packers are going to be like, man, if we had Micah Parsons, we would have won that game. Give me the Bears to win by a field goal. Like you said, it's the third time that they're playing each other. It's difficult. But the Packers are just so banged up. But I mean, the Bears had to have like a miraculous comeback. Would not be shocked if the Packers won. But I'm going to go with the Bears winning this game by a field goal. Close, gritty game. Hopefully, well, for us, hopefully it's the exact game that they won a couple weeks ago. That was actually electrifying. Maybe for Bears fans. Hopefully they just blow them out. Give me the Bears to win this. Give me Caleb Williams by a field goal. Close game, though. Close game. Like you said, I agree with you. It's very difficult to pick.
Definitely. It is difficult to pick. And I think a lot of the games have been difficult to predict. A lot of injuries on both sides. Zach Tom, offensive tackle, questionable. Dontavian Wicks, questionable as well. For the Bears, CJ suffered a concussion last week, so he's questionable. Kyler Gordon and Rome Odunze are both questionable coming into this game. So we'll see on the injury front for both of those games. We're obviously recording this on Tuesday, so a lot can change up until Saturday night. Griff, I feel confident in this one, and I feel really confident in saying that the Green Bay Packers will win this football game. This is now the third year in a row that they're the 7 seed. We've seen Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur in this position before, where a lot of people have counted them out. In one time, it went really well. They get to the divisional round and almost beat the 49ers, and this was in Love's first ever season starting. Now, last year, they're in that 7 seed. Defense keeps them in it. he throws 3 interceptions, they lose. I think this year, this time around in year 3, Jordan Love's going to show up. He's going to show up and prove that he is worth the $50+ million contract that he got. He got Christian Watson healthy. This is the healthiest and the best receiving core that the Packers have ever had coming into a postseason with Jordan Love. I think it's going to be different this time around. This is a huge playoff atmosphere for Caleb Williams. He's never been in really any big games in college. I think there's going to be a lot of emotions and a lot of nervousness coming into this game. I think that it is going to be really close. Obviously, these divisional games are super close, but Green Bay won the first time. And if it weren't for a really just a crazy fourth quarter and overtime comeback, the Bears would not have won that game. Everything went their way, including an onside kick. I really like Green Bay to win this game. I think that's one where I actually feel confident. Sunday, things just they get all wonky. Bills Jaguars at 10 a.m., 66 degrees in beautiful Jacksonville. That's not very, very expected playoff weather. Buffalo is a 1.5 point favorite. They've kind of been going back and forth, basically a 50-50 here, Griff.
Basically a 50-50 Jags versus Bills in Jacksonville. A lot of people, a lot of chirps going around the league saying that this is Josh Allen's easiest playoffs. If Josh Allen doesn't make the Super Bowl, he's a bozo. He's a fraud. I've been hearing a lot of videos saying that no Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar Jackson. This is going to be a cakewalk, right, Caden? Cake is being eaten by Josh Allen from all these people that I'm hearing. I'm telling you right now, Bills are first-round exits. Bills are going to lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Not because Josh Allen's bad. Josh Allen's going to have a good game, but it's a team game. And if you've watched Josh Allen in his playoff career, he's always played good. His team has always let him down, a.k.a. the defense. The Jacksonville Jaguars, Caden, the hottest team in the NFL right now. Absolutely El Fuego. Trevor Lawrence is going to dice up this Bills defense. Absolutely dice up this Bills defense, not only with his arm, with his legs. If you've been watching Trevor Lawrence, this dude's Michael Vick out there. This dude's Lamar Jackson. He is running fool out there. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars win this game by 10 points. I don't even think it's close. I think they win it by 10 points. Now, Josh Allen, don't get me wrong, he's going to put a Superman cape on, but it's just going to be not enough. Now, I want to go back to what I said, where I'm hearing a lot of chirps about everyone saying this is the easiest game. This is the easiest ride for Josh Allen. There's no way he can't make the Super Bowl with playing these teams. And I'm here to say, it's not just him. Josh Allen needs help. Josh Allen, it's a team game, and I would 100% agree with those topics, Caden. If they were the 1 seed, if the Bills were the number 1 seed, I would 100% agree with you because home field advantage in Buffalo is different. Home field advantage for Josh Allen is different. Go back and look at the Bills; they're not that good on the road in the playoffs, and he's got to win that, John Caden, 3 times in a row. He's got to beat Jacksonville, then he's got to probably go to beat New England, then he's probably got to beat Denver and or Houston. All the games will be on the road. I'm here to say I'm hearing a ton of Josh Allen and the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to be first-round exits. I don't know. Caden, who do you have?
Really? I feel like I haven't heard that much. I feel like I've heard more buzz for the Jaguars to get to the Super Bowl and how hot they are than the Bills. Yeah, I think people, to your point, are kind of giving up on this Bills team because the defense is spotty. The receiving core is really bad. And I feel like a lot of people, when they just look at this, they're like, oh, like if Josh Allen doesn't win this, like this is such a stain on his legacy. And I can see that point because, yeah, there's no Mahomes, there's no Lamar, no Joe Burrow. And Josh Allen is the best remaining player in football, but he can't play defense. And he can't also catch the ball that he's throwing to himself. Guys, they drafted Keon Coleman in the first round 2 years ago, and the guy's not even, he's getting healthy scratches. I mean, it's terrible right now who Josh Allen's got to throw the football to. Dalton Kincaid, he's questionable coming into this game, and I think you can make a serious case that he is their best offensive receiving threat outside of James Cook. I mean, Khalil Shakir, it's like you don't know who's going to get the ball, and I think that's the tough part. And people are saying no excuses for Allen. I think he's got all the excuses this year. I don't know who he's going to throw the ball to and who's going to play defense, who's going to step up. And to your point, this Jags team, they've won 8 straight games. They've been one of the hottest teams in the league, and I view them right now as a team that can get Buffalo here, but I don't think they will. I think the Buffalo Bills get this one done. Josh Allen, to your point, puts on the Superman cape. He's able to make enough plays to lead this Bills team over the Jaguars. And I think that's what we forget. He got this team 3 points away from beating the Chiefs last year in the AFC Championship. I do believe that Josh Allen is going to be perfect on every single drive. This Bills team makes enough plays. The experience that they have in the AFC matters, and we haven't seen that from this Jags team yet. They've got to prove it to me. I like the Bills to win this one in a massive surprise. Me and you with the two kind of coin flip games, we're on the other side here. So one of us is going to be really right and one of us is going to be on the other side. 49ers Eagles is another tough one. Philly's now up to 4.5. What do you like here?
Okay, and this game's easy to me. This game is absolutely easy to me. Eagles are going to roll them.
Really?
I think the Eagles roll the 49ers. That recipe that the Seattle Seahawks did on Saturday night, the Eagles are going to run that to a T. The Eagles are going to do exactly what the Seattle Seahawks defense does, because if you look at the Seahawks defense and the Eagles defense, I do grade the Seahawks defense better, but I mean, the Eagles are right behind them. The Eagles are definitely right behind them, and I think that 49ers defense is so bad. I get it. The Eagles offense hasn't been world stellar this year, but I think they put up 24-plus points, and I think the 49ers are going to freeze, and I don't think they score more than 13 points. I think that offensive line is going to get 8 up. I just love the Eagles here. I absolutely love the Philadelphia Eagles right here. I think they roll them. I think they absolutely roll them.
This one's so tough. It's so tough. I feel like everyone has given up on the Niners. They lose Tatum Bethune, yet another player for the season. It's like, how many times can they do this? How many times can they do this? They need Trent Williams. They need Ricky Pearsall. I'll say that first of all here, because I'm going to take the 49ers to cover the spread. It's so tough on the pick 'em. I'll say this. If Williams and Pearsall both play, I'll get ballsy and I'm going to take the Niners to win the game. But if they don't, I'll take Philly to win. But as of right now, I'm going to assume both of those guys play. I'm going to take the Niners to win this game because of the fact that this is not just a Niners team that doesn't have a lot of postseason experience like, maybe the Chicago Bears. I think this Brock Purdy-led team, they can get it done in the big moments. Now, they've needed some health around them, and Ricky Pearsall is their best separator off the line of scrimmage, and he was so huge in that Bears victory, and that's why I believe they need him so bad. But this Eagles offense, it hasn't been great. I don't think it's gonna take some Herculean performance from this defense like you would against the Seahawks or like you would against the Bears. I don't think you need some crazy defensive performance. And the one concern that I do have is that they played such a physical, tough game against Seattle, and now they have to try and mentally recover from that. And Philly did kind of get that week of rest, but I could see that hurting Philadelphia, where it's like, hey, maybe they're a little lethargic, and they've had lethargic periods at times. I think this 49ers offense is going to come out there like a bat out of hell. And I think the 49ers, if they get those two guys healthy, big if, I like them to win this game. The playoffs are just going to be pandemonium right now, Griff. And I don't feel a 10 out of 10 confidence like I do in that Bears-Packers game like I do in this pick. Chargers-Patriots, another tough one here. New England only catching 3.5. That line surprised me initially, Griff. And I want to get your thoughts on this. I feel like Vegas is trying to maybe bait some people. They're trying to bait some people and trap some people like, oh, this team is the 2 seed and they've got the MVP. Surely they should be able to just crush a Chargers team that's been ravaged by injuries, and Justin Herbert's not done well in the playoffs. Like, you kind of like wonder if that's like a weird line to try and bait some people. What are your initial thoughts on that line? And then who do you think wins?
The line is weird. The line is definitely weird because either the Chargers are going to win outright or the Patriots are going to win by 3 touchdowns. Like that's what I feel like. I don't think that the Patriots are going to win by field goal and then the Chargers cover that hook. But I'm here to say right now, Caden, I think the Patriots steamroll these fools. I think the Patriots steamroll these fools at home. Hearing all the chirps, I'm hearing all the videos. The Patriots haven't played anyone. The Patriots haven't played anyone. Every time the Patriots have played a good team, they haven't won. Oh, they haven't played anyone. The Chargers, they've had a tough schedule, all this stuff. LA team travels cross country to play in the cold. New England has offense, defense, special teams. The Chargers, Caden, you are who you show us who you are. Does that make sense? You are who you show us who we are. And what has the Chargers, more specifically Justin Herbert, shown us in the playoffs? He has shown us that he is dog water. He has shown us that he is skunk meat. He has showed us that he is booty cheeks. Alexis Texas booty cheeks. This dude is. You had that game against the Jags all way back when. He was terrible. Last year against the Houston Texans, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Give me the New England Patriots. I can't believe. I mean, oh my gosh, it's just aggravating when people are like, "Oh, the Patriots haven't played anyone. The Patriots haven't played anyone. They're going to lose." I would understand if you had that take where the Patriots would have to go to LA or something like that and play the Chargers in their own building. But the Chargers, they're and I think the Patriots are Super Bowl caliber. I don't know. That's just me. I think that the Patriots. They dominate the line of scrimmage. The offensive line for the Chargers is messed up. Now, don't get me wrong. If the Herbinator goes off, he's going to have to do it with his legs as well. He's going to have to do it with his legs. I think the Patriots, I think they get the belts out, and I think they whoop them.
Griff, this is the thing. And I feel like you just perfectly summarized how everyone is viewing this game. And that's how you'd view it. And I feel like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, Herbert has been bad in the playoffs. A warm weather team going on the road in the playoffs, facing a team that's won 14 games that has been so good this year. Like, surely
they like for that game
37. So it could be a lot colder.
Not bad.
37. And to your point, everything lines up for the Chargers to just get steamrolled. And this line is tripping me out right now. And for that reason, Griff,
don't do it.
I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers.
Don't do it.
I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers to win the game. And this is the thing. And I know I've taken I guess not all upsets. I would have taken Jacksonville here, but this is 2 7-seed upsets. Herbert has played a lot of really tough games in his career. And I've seen this guy play a different level of football right now because of the fact that he's been super injured. And I feel like this Chargers team, they've got this like playoff pedigree where it's like, they lost last year. And although Herbert did throw 4 picks, not all 4 of those picks were his fault. I will say like 2 of them were just kind of dumb luck, tipped up in the air, picked off. And I know everyone can look at it and be like, oh, he threw 4 picks. Like, it wasn't completely his fault. I think Herbert now, after gritting his teeth, and I think you have to go through that in the postseason. It's not always just like, hey, daffodils and dandelions winning in the playoffs. Like, this is a brutal AFC. And Herbert now, after 2 seasons, I think has properly cut his teeth in the playoffs. And I think this is the year he comes in there, the world against the Chargers. This should be the most free pick ever. Vegas gave me the tip. They gave me the tip here. Pause. That sounds crazy. The Chargers win this one. Oh, man, that's a bad one. No one clip it.
That's a rough one, man. That's a rough
yikes.
one.
Chargers win this one. Chargers win this one. And,
give me a score. Give me a score prediction. You talking about like?
I think it's gonna come down to Dicker the kicker making a huge kick at the end. I think you're looking at a 24-21 game. It's going to be really close, but Vegas told me all I need to know right here. This is all I need to know. Now, if this spread was put at 6, which I think it should have been, and what logically makes sense, and to your point, you laid out everything that makes a lot of sense where it's like cold weather, Herbert, Drake May MVP, Patriots winning 14 games, like all that stuff makes sense. And that's why I'd be like, oh, Patriots should definitely dominate this game. 3.5 points. You automatically get 3 if you're at home. So Vegas is like, oh, and did it open at 3 or was it 3.5? Do we know 100%?
I think it opened it up at 3 and then it moved to 3.5. But Caden, around the 4th quarter, when that Vegas, when you start feeling that Vegas tip, keep that to yourself next time. Okay, when you start feeling it,
sorry guys,
that's when you keep that to yourself. When you really start feeling that tip.
And I feel like I'm almost getting a little too controversial here, where it's like I'm only picking the upsets, but I'm looking at the money right now. It's all over New England. It is all over New England, and that's got to be a scary feeling. It's got to be a scary feeling, and it is Tuesday, so I maybe reserve my rights to maybe change my mind a little bit here because that's typically what I do. We make picks on Tuesday, and then it's like I come in and I'm like, oh yeah, what am I doing? Philly's gonna win. No, but as of right now, I'll take the Chargers to win. Let's get fun. Let's get curious. Texans Steelers Monday Night Football. This just feels like an absolute grudge match, an absolute defensive battle. Is there any way the Steelers can pull this one off?
Give us a quick weather report on the game.
We are looking at a 38-degree day. And
not bad.
I can't wait to see what this team can do on Monday Night Football. I can't remember what the stat was, but I saw something where it was like they just...
He's like undefeated.
Yeah, they just win.
Mike
They
Tomlin.
win on Monday Night
Yeah,
Football.
so
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin wins Monday Night Football. I'm telling you right now, this is the game where I feel, other than the Rams game, a lot of people think the Texans are going to smoke them. Am I here to say I think the Texans win by a field goal? And this is a gritty defensive battle game, because if you haven't seen for the past month or 2 months, the Texans offense hasn't been that good. It really hasn't. The defense has definitely been carrying. The Steelers, say whatever you want about the Steelers. They put up 20 plus points, 27 plus points against the Ravens. And then 2 weeks before that, they put up a lot of points against the Ravens. Go look at the Steelers. Weirdly enough, Caden, when the Steelers play the Ravens, their offense clicks. They put up 9 points against the Browns. They put up 9 points against the Browns, and the Browns defense, don't get me wrong, it's good, but I think the Texans defense is better than the Browns defense. I think this is going to be a disgusting, low-scoring game where whoever wins is going to be by a field goal. Now, on the opposite side, CJ Stroud, he's done this for the past 2 years, 2 seasons, that he hasn't been good in the regular season, and then the playoffs comes, and he's electrifying. I mean, the last 2 years in a row, CJ Stroud in the playoffs, in the wild card games, has been great. He torched the Browns 2-3 years ago, and he torched the Chargers last year. So maybe CJ Stroud just turns it on when it comes to the playoffs, hopefully, because I want the Texans to win. But I see this being a very, very disgusting dogfight of a game. Give me the Texans to win 20-17. And I wouldn't be shocked if the Steelers won. I really wouldn't. I want the Texans to win, but I would not be shocked.
I can't keep getting into this same song and dance with the Steelers every single year where it's like, oh, they win 10 games. They give everybody hope. They got belted last year in the first round, and they've been murdered in the playoffs every single year. This year is going to be the exact same thing. I think the Texans win this one 27-10. This is a generational defense, and I will say that from the mountaintops. I believe in this defense so much so that I think it single-handedly can get them to the Super Bowl as long as CJ Stroud doesn't turn the football over. And to your point, CJ Stroud has unlocked another level in the playoffs. And yes, he is going up against Aaron Rodgers, obviously this chiseled veteran, but the Texans have been red hot. You can make a case that they're the hottest team in football over the last 3 months. I mean, they have been unbelievably good. This defense, the reason why Rodgers struggled against Cleveland was because of that pass rush. And yeah, they didn't have DK Metcalf, and they're going to get Metcalf back, and that's going to be a big addition. But this Texans defense, they are so good everywhere. Like you're not going to exploit any matchups anywhere. Like I'm not worried about DK, no matter if it's Stingley guarding him or Lassiter. The front seven's going to be able to stop the run. They've got quick, explosive linebackers. They've got playmakers over the top. I don't see this Steelers offense being able to just dot up and being able to make it really gritty against this Texans defense. Like Griff, this Steelers offense, it's been a merry-go-round all year long. And the Chargers made them look average. The Browns defense made them look average. This Texans defense is miles better than any defense that they've seen so far and that we've seen outside of Houston. I think Houston is going to bring the belts out, to be quite honest with you. And I've been along for the ride all year long. This is CJ Stroud's moment in the playoffs. I think he's the quarterback to watch here.
I hope so. I hope you're right. I hope that the Texans absolutely annihilate them, because I have the Texans in almost every one of my lays, so I want the Texans to win.
That gets scary. That gets scary when you start putting the puzzle pieces together like that, and all of a sudden you've got the same team in every single one of them. That's gonna do the wild card round. I don't think we should give our official just before everything. Should we just give our Super Bowl matchup and who wins the Super Bowl just because it's the beginning of it, and then as the weeks go on we do our week by week stuff, or should we just go through the whole bracket here?
Caden, absolutely not. That's for next week. Chat, you thought you were going to get a little cherry right there. You're going to have to tune in next week. But let's recap the Super Wildcard weekend. Let's recap. So for Guru's picks, Saturday he had the Rams over the Panthers. He has the what was the other game?
Bears Packers.
He has the Bears over the Packers. He has the Jags over the Bills. He has the Patriots over the Chargers, and then he has the Eagles over the 49ers, and then the Monday nighter, he has the Texans over the Steelers. Caden, who did you have? Quick recap.
I had the Rams big time over the Panthers. I had the Packers in a pretty confident one over the Bears. I had the Bills against the Jaguars, not confident in that one. 49ers up in the air, depends on two players, depends on Pearsall and depends on Trent Williams. But I think the 49ers, if they get both of those guys, they win. Chargers stun the world. They shock the Patriots and pull off a huge upset there. Texans bring out the belts. They belt the Steelers big time.
So, Caden, in your scenario, who do you have, if you could do it in your head, who do you have in the divisional round? Not like who is going to win, who would be playing in the divisional round off your picks?
Yeah,
and then I'll pick up mine.
Yeah, it'd be Broncos, Chargers. Chargers got to go on the road, obviously. And then it would be the Texans versus the Bills. Texans would be hosting the Bills, which would be crazy. And then in the NFC, you're going to have the Seahawks against the Packers, and you're going to have the Rams against the 49ers.
So that is Caden's divisional round if those picks went that way. For the Guru's picks, if they went his way, they would be the Broncos versus the Texans, the Jags versus the Patriots. That would be the divisional round. Jags would go to New England, Texans would go to Denver, and then in the NFC side, the Bills, the Bears would host a home game against the Eagles, and then the Seahawks would host the Rams in my little topsy-turvy world.
Regardless, this is going to be just a ridiculous round one of the playoffs. Outside of the Rams-Panthers games, and I would say probably the Texans-Steelers too, I don't think I'd be shocked if any of the teams won. I would not be shocked. And I'll even go as far as to say, if Pittsburgh did it, it's just they're the voodoo Steelers for the reason. But the Rams-Panthers game was really the only one where I'm like, I feel secure about that one.
100%. And I mean, Vegas knows it too. 10.5 point favorites. I think it's minus 600. So, I mean, if you're throwing a little lay, if you want to throw in the Rams money line, that's not going to juice up your lay realistically. But I mean, hey, I mean, you throw Eagles, Patriots, Texans. I mean, I don't know. To me, you might be counting your cheese next Monday night.
Patriots, I'm telling you, Patriots is going to get some people. Everyone thinks the Patriots are free. Everyone's throwing their money line into stuff. This is when Vegas scoops and scores right here.